couple weeks ago, I called up my friend Mesabu, and I was going to have just a normal FaceTime chat with her. But her husband Jace was in the background, and him and I ended up getting on the phone and talking. And we were talking and trying to figure out what in the world was going on over on the DC side of things. Like, they were getting ready to do Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut. It was like Justice League Take Two. And I don't know, that might be a good movie, that might not be a good movie. We'll see. Time will tell. But as we conversed, one of the things that I brought up, which I'm going to share with you, is that just when you think Marvel has, like, you've got Marvel figured out, they're like, no, you don't. And then they come back strong again. Now, let's go back to 2019, back when we were able to go to theaters quite freely, back when they were dropping something like $2.8 billion in box office receipts on Avengers Endgame, a movie I don't mind telling you I saw 15 times in the theater. After seeing that in the theater so many times, after having so much excitement for it, I was on a call with one of the marketing execs at Disney Canada. And one of the questions I posed to him was, like, where do you guys go from here? And his answer to me was, you know, Keith, we've got a lot of characters that we can play with, and there's still a lot of great stories to tell. I was like, okay. Then I started hearing about all these different series that were going to be coming out on the Disney Plus platform. And I got to tell you, I wasn't so much having Marvel PTSD where I was like excited, but I was just feeling like, okay, isn't this a bit much? Do we need all of these shows? Like, do you guys really have great stories that you're going to tell? So then enter WandaVision. So I watched the first episode of WandaVision. I was like, okay, it's clear that there's like an homage to like older television. That's cool. Then I watched the second episode, and I was kind of like, I'm not really feeling this vibe. I'm not really sure where they're going with this. Patience, grasshopper. That's what I had to be telling myself. Because as the episodes played out and as the season developed, then I was like, Marvel, you did it again. Let me tell you something. First of all, I am not going to say too much about WandaVision because I'm not going to be one of those jokers that comes and spoils things for people. What I am going to say is, if I was a betting man, I'm taking my chips, I'm dumping out the bag, I'm pushing it to the center and saying, put it on Marvel being successful. Because you can't lose if that's your bet. One of the things that I continuously I can talk, want to praise this division of Disney for is their ability to plan. It isn't just about spray and pray and let's hope it works. It's everything is methodically planned out, and it is so incredibly effective. They care about their audience. They care about story development. They are patient, and it has paid off time and time again. And once again, with WandaVision. Here is a show that I went into thinking, okay, what is it that I'm watching here? What are they doing with these characters? And then by the end of it, I'm just once again impressed. So, although the link to this said WandaVision review, I am not going to get into it because people are at different stages. Maybe you haven't seen any episodes yet. Maybe you're just about getting ready to watch the finale. Maybe you're halfway through. So with all due respect to the people who haven't seen it yet, let me answer these questions. Should you check out WandaVision? Absolutely. Will you be disappointed? I can't say that you would be. I would be surprised if you would be. I think it's probably one of the more entertaining things I've seen in this pandemic world. Does it live up to the hype? Absolutely. This is a series that is being well received. I can understand why. You have to be patient as you're going through it. Don't do what I did. Get through episode 2 and be like, hey, what am I doing here? What's happening? Because once you get through episode 9, everything makes total sense. Let me tell you, I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. I know the next series, I believe, is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm sure that's going to be fantastic. Take your chips, put them on Marvel. Translation, make sure you've got that Disney Plus membership. Make sure you're checking out WandaVision. You've got fantastic performances by Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany and a host of other people. I give the first season of this a B+. Really impressed with it. Can't wait to see what Marvel does next. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you soon.